control that voice. You can say, no, hey, as a matter of fact, I'm strong, I'm tall, I'm smart. I'm going to do great on that test. You can control that little voice, that fear, that doubt. So once I learned to start controlling that voice, there was a book that I read. It was called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. This book changed my life. It introduced me to mind chatter, and it taught me that, hey, all day long, even as a child, we have a little voice telling us stuff. And the stuff that little voice says is not positive all the time. That stuff when you're nervous and you're headed to the football field and you don't think that you're going to get picked for the team, that voice that says, oh, you're not good enough. Oh, that voice that says, you're not going to get picked. Oh, you're too short. That voice. Once you start recognizing that voice, once you start recognizing that voice, then you have a key. And that was the tool that I started using and implementing to my life to change my life and to change my mindset. You are not too young to learn how to change your mindset. Okay? You are not too young to realize that you have control over your life. Had somebody told me when I was your age that I could speak greatness into my own life, that I could tell myself that it doesn't matter if my mother wanted me or not, I am still great and I am still valuable, and that I could do anything, it wouldn't have took me till 40 to figure it out. It wouldn't have. So, yes, Raised by SaBrina was in existence during those years when I was in self-torment. It was. Thank you. And I thank God, because it was just a gift. And I honestly was operating subconsciously. Within me was that inspiration for creation, even when I didn't understand it. So I describe those years as time when I was faking happy. I thought I was happy. I thought I was living up to my fullest potential, but I wasn't. I had a business, yes I did, but guess what? I'm supposed to do something even greater. I'm supposed to do something even more, and so are each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Do you know right now that you're supposed to do something absolutely great with your life? Something life-changing with your life? You have the opportunity to be just as valuable and just as special and just as significant as everybody that you read in those history books. All of the people that we read about in the history books that did great things in life, you can do that. You can do it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Don't operate at a level of mediocrity like I did because you don't believe that you're great. Limitations are illusions. But most of the limitations come from us. We limit ourselves. We tell ourselves that we can't do something. Or, no, I'm not smart enough. Or no, I'm slow. I don't read very well. Or I'm not fast enough. Yes, you are. What you speak into the universe becomes your reality. Yeah. So now I speak greatness. Now I tell myself that I am great. That I'm going to be a famous motivational speaker, that I'm going to change people's lives, that I am going to help people tap into that greatness because it's in you. You ever had that little feeling, that little urge? You know, I call it a powerful nudge from the Creator. It lets me know that there was something else other than Raised by SaBrina that I was supposed to be doing with my life. And I'm so grateful. I am so grateful to be here. You know, I used to be suicidal. I never wanted to be. I scream 47 now. My kids say, why do you always tell people how old you are? Because I never thought I would see this age. You know, I never thought I would be here. It was so painful living with the memory of the murder of the one person that loved me. It hurt so bad replaying that in my mind that I didn't want to be here. But I'm so grateful that we live in a world where healing and transformation are possible. Don't let nobody tell you. Healing for whatever it is. If it's severe self-worth issues, if you don't believe that you're great, you can start today. Every single solitary day that you wake up is a new opportunity and a new chance. Say, Lord, thank you. And I'm raised Christian, so I have to refer to God. Say, God, thank you for waking me up and get up and hit the ground running with every fiber in your being. Everything that you want, whatever is. Don't let anybody shut it down. What do you want to be? Do you know? Whatever it is you want, it's okay if you don't know. But as soon as you get an inkling of what it is, you get a journal and you write it down. And you go after it with everything that is in you. That energy, that urge, that desire, that feeling that keeps you up at night. That's what I do now. Do you know that sometimes when I write speeches, I finish them in my sleep? That desire is working in me, that creative energy, that we have it all. Everybody has it. You have it right now at this age. You are not too young. Don't let anybody tell you that. What are you passionate about? Is it singing? Is it writing? Is it playing ball? What is it? What is it that you would do for free? Because you love it so much. What is it? Figure it out and write it down. And remind yourself daily by going back and reviewing it or looking at it or creating a vision board, which is something that I love and I think we need, and you need to do it now. They should implement that type of class in these schools because at this age, you need to learn to set your goals right in front of your face every day because we get distracted. You get a girlfriend, and she'll distract you. You'll forget what your goals are, So you have to put it in your face every day. Somewhere you're going to cross every day. I still do hair. I don't do the little stuff anymore. I let my staff do that. Thank you, Jesus. But I still do hair. And when I do hair, if you saw my station at work, you see nothing but all of the great things that I want to accomplish right in front of me, my vision board. My customers always say, what is that? Oh, I want to go to Indonesia. I just got back from Bali, Indonesia. It's been on my vision board for 2 years. Just got back. Beautiful place. Oh, I want to travel the world. I want to see Japan. I want to be a famous motivational speaker. I want to finish my book. I've been writing a book for 5 years. Those are the distractions I've been talking about. I've been writing a book for 5 years. But I have to put it in my face. I have to see it. Don't give up on what it is you want, what your goals are. The best gift that I could ever give you is the knowledge that limitations don't exist. Don't let anybody tell you. Even if you didn't have the perfect parental situation, the perfect mother, the perfect father, even if you didn't, you find the people in your life that support you, that uplift you, that tell you are great, that don't tear you down, that don't make you feel less than, and you surround yourself with people like that. You gravitate towards the children in this school that are seeking greatness like you. You understand that? Stop hanging out with people that aren't interested, that are convincing you to do something bad, that are convincing you. I don't care if they call you a square. I don't care. I was a square. Greatness is inside of each and every one of you. Trust me. Don't doubt it for a moment. It's inside of you. All of you, everybody was given this divine energy. Start tapping into it. Early in life, start realizing that no matter what, and I don't know how many people, I know my story is horrific. I know that it is. And I don't know how many people may have experienced similar situations in their lives. But it's okay. And it's not you. You understand? What my mother did to me is not me. I'm great. And so are you. I'm perfect. I'm a phenomenal creation of God. And you are too. Every single one of you. And I don't want any one of you anymore after today to operate at a level of mediocrity. Who knows what mediocrity means? Exactly. Do not operate at a level of mediocrity, less than what you are. Live up to your fullest potential because it's in there. You can't say after today that you have not been told that you are great. You can't say after today that somebody didn't tell you that right now is not too early. You can't say, oh, I'm only 14, it's too early. No, it's not. Learn now. The sky is the limit. Imagine the generation, what do they call you guys? The generation Millennium X, Generation X? Imagine the generation of children that we will create if we start telling them when they're 2 and 3 years old that they can do anything. anything. Now it backfires a little bit with my 4-year-old because I said, baby, you can do anything. She's jumping on the couch and I'm like, get down. She's like, Mommy, you said I can do anything. You know, but imagine the generation of children in the world we will create if we instill greatness in people. Everybody. Use the opportunity to uplift everybody. I want everybody here to promise me that when you leave here today, you're going to uplift somebody. You don't know. I was one of these children walking around here. People believed I was happy and had a great life, but I was dealing with tragedy and murder and resentment and abandonment. So you don't know what somebody is dealing with. So you take the opportunity today. Promise me you will uplift somebody. You'll say, hey, how you doing today? Hey, congratulations, you got an A on that test. Or hey, your hair looks pretty. Or hey, nice haircut. Yes.
I have a question. So the way that your mother treated you, you tried it 100% with your daughter?
Oh, absolutely. I was determined not for my children, never to feel what I felt. I pride myself on being an absolutely wonderful mother. Now, you guys have seen me. I had to come over here and kick JJ's ass a couple of times because she was ditching whatever, but I don't play her in old school. But love, in regards to love, oh my God. I tell her she's beautiful. I tell her she can do anything. I tell her she is great because I never want my children to feel what I felt. I was determined, and sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes people do follow in their parents' footsteps. But fortunately, I did not. Yes.
I was going to say, like, things you went through as a kid and as a child, as a teenager is who you are today. That's what I was going to say.
It shapes you. It builds you. It gives you a strength.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, when I have kids, I don't want to go through things I went through as a kid. Like, I went through some, like, really mental things that I realized, the reason for who I am today is because of those things. And so I'm kind of, like, determined, like, I'm going to try to implement those things, but not in a negative way to where they have, like, that full, like, dramatic thing, but to where they kind of comprehend life.
Absolutely. And you keep going because you're very young. So if you can learn that now, keep going. Don't let, because life happens. And indeed, there are some life experiences. Sometimes it can hit you so hard that you won't feel that you can stay positive, that you can go on. But I am a living, breathing witness that you can. Some people don't believe that there is light on the other side of darkness, but I am a living, breathing witness that there is. So no matter what, keep going. It's really a simple concept. Sometimes there's so much war going on over this, that, and the other, and this religion, and that, and the other. It's so simple. Give love, give kindness, and it will return to you. You understand? Be kind, because I was angry. I was mad. If you would have met me honestly when I was 19, you'd be like, oh my God, that attitude. But if you give kindness, you get kindness back. You give love, you get love back. You know, when you grow up, my children, I love them dearly, you know, but I didn't want them to have those gaping holes in their heart that took me forever, and I don't regret anything. But if I can help anybody not have to suffer for 30 years like I did, then that is my purpose in this life. You understand? It took me 30 years to figure it out. And thank God I'm still here and standing here. But now, I'm 47, I hop up like my 4-year-old. I'm excited. I'm like, oh my God, you mean I am in control of my life? I don't have to suffer. Suffering is a choice. And success, oh my God, it's my birthright. It's your birthright. Don't let nobody tell you can't be successful. Remove things from your vocabulary today like I can't. Don't let anybody ever hear you say, I can't afford it. I can't do this. Yes, you can. There's a quote by Buddha that says, the man that says I can and the man that says I cannot are both right. So what does that tell you? If you speak it, it's your reality. If you say I cannot do something continuously, then you can't. You're right. But if you say I can do it no matter what, even if you're afraid. Many times I've gotten on stage and I've been scared. And I want to say, oh no, this is not my audience. They're not going to receive, people don't always receive you well. You know, I tell them all the time, I haven't always been this charming person in the Ross dress for less suit. So they don't. I've had some very difficult audiences and fear has set in. But I had to say to myself, you can do absolutely anything, SaBrina. You can do anything. You can inspire multitudes. And I'm excited now. I pop up every morning and say, woo! I am ready to change the world. Because the alternative was me being depressed, me wanting to take my own life, me being sad, me thinking that, life was so hard and life was so difficult. And I'm not telling you that you're never going to hurt. I'm not telling you you're never going to cry. I'm not telling you you're never going to go through any pain. You might. But whatever it is, joy does come in the morning. You will get past it. Know that. You will get past it. Trust me.